What's up, guys? Alright, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Alright, so this is a first for me. I guess we're going to be making a tune for the Nissan 180SX today. Very, very good car. Does around 316 miles per hour. The tune will do around 307, 306 around the curve as well. So, which means you will be keeping up with the fastest players out there. Again, we are just going to go ahead and go through the tune today. Make sure that you kind of get a hold of like the basics as well. So if this gets any likes, I mean, we'll go ahead and do a couple more tunes in the future. But so far, this will be the beginning of it. See how it goes, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and get the swap for the car. That's going to be the VR38D TT. Goes into GTR Nismo. Go ahead and add that engine to the car. Make sure that we get the full power on it. Once we go ahead and buy that, we go ahead and move forward into buying the parts for the car. Alright, so first part we're going to go to is go to custom parts. Make sure that we get the front type B. This is more of an aesthetic type of choice. Again, they both do the same thing, so we're going to get type A for the side. For the rear, we will be choosing type B. That is the most important part on the car. That is what's going to make it go 316 miles per hour, which is the rear diffuser. On the wing side, pretty much stock wing, no wing, does pretty much the same thing. Some cars does affect it, not this one. So we'll move over to the wheel selection. Again, another aesthetic part, but it does matter if you do have rim width and offset. So make sure that we do add that to this car. The wheel size depends on certain cars, not this one. So we'll move forward from here. Let that save. Alright, so over on the tuning part of things, we're going to make sure that we get every single part I'm going to post in the video. Can't miss one part. If not, you're not going to be able to get the desired results that I'm about to give you on this tune. Make sure that we get every single part. If you need to slow down the video, do so, or pause the video whenever you need. But all the parts need to be bought. It's going to be maxed out. So make sure we get all of the LSDs, get the increased body rigidity, stage 3 for that weight reduction. So pretty much all the parts on here. Again, you have to be level 50 in order to get the parts for the special parts. So we're gonna need those special parts as well. Over the extreme side of things here, we are going to be getting the nitrous, since these are nitrous tunes. We do nitrous runs on Route X, so we're going to be needing the nitrous to be able to hit 316 miles an hour. Just makes it a lot faster. It's a lot funner, trust me. And from there, we just buy all the special parts, and we move forward from here. You're maxed out. Right, from here we're gonna go straight to special stage Route X. Make sure we go to the Americas. I usually just run no boost, no wind. Make sure that we don't have any sort of assistance on. This just helps have the most accurate results on your tune, in my opinion. So definitely get those settings in. And moving forward to the tune, where all the magic happens, we make sure we go straight to the body height adjustment. Make sure that we slam the rear as well as the front. With anti-roll bars, it's pretty much up to preference. I do see that it helps slightly on curve. I usually go lower on the back. From there, we go to the compression. Always slam that and make sure that we put expansion all the way to the top. It does differ on certain cars if it locks or not. Make sure that natural frequency, the back is always slammed. Depending on what car you have, the front natural frequency can vary. so I just slammed it on this one because it does work better. Negative camber does help on the curve, so make sure that we go ahead and add that to the front and rear. So from here we're going to move on to making sure we drop down all the downforce as well on the front as in the back, and from there the transmission tune will be flipped. I usually do it from 500 to 800. That's, I think, a little bit better for cars that are big on torque. So in this case I did do 500. So we'll go ahead and just make sure that we follow the instructions that are given to you here on the video. Slow it down if you need to, again. And after we're done with the transmission tune, make sure we go move to the nitrous, pick it up to 50. Do not forget that instruction. Also make sure the anti-lag system is set to strong. As you can see, I was almost forgetting it, but good thing we caught it. And that gets us ready to go ahead and move on to the racing part of things. So I'll go ahead and tell you exactly how to drive this. Pretty simple. Just make sure that we take it without nitrous all the way to third, all the way to 8,200. That's when we're going to be shifting, getting the most power off of the power band. Once we hit fourth, make sure we do slam that nitrous and leave it pressed all the way through. Again, you can't play with the gears at this point. I find that this car is pretty light for the power that it holds, so if you make them too short, it will end up spinning at the beginning. So I make the gears a little longer, second, third. It's up to you pretty much, whatever you feel makes you a little bit better at driving it. And coming up at the bottom of the hill, you should be doing 316 miles per hour and holding it all the way through the curve. Again, this tune is just good enough to go ahead and keep you up there with some of the best top speed racers. So it's very good to go ahead and assist you and also learning a little bit about tuning. So coming up on the curve here, I can't go ahead and stress enough how much you got to focus on this little red dot right here. It is going to tell you exactly how to go ahead and go into the curve. As you can see, I'm trying to be as smooth as possible, not try to go over that little line where the 5 starts at the bottom, at where the gear's at. I'm trying to keep it as smooth as possible. This does also keep you at a higher mile per hour, the less movement you make. So just the only thing to focus here would be on the exit. It does get a little shaky, so make sure you don't panic. Just keep the smoothness all the way through. ahead, and as you can see, it does hold 316 all the way through the curve. Just remember to focus on this little red dot. Go ahead and stay smooth on that curve. Breathe, take it slowly. Practice makes perfect here in this case, but you're able to go ahead and hold off at least 307, 306 all the way through the curve. Make sure to remember that to be very, very smooth on the exit. It does get a little shaky. So once you've already gone ahead and passed that, you're good to go all the way through and win the race, hopefully. So again, thank you so much for joining the channel. Just like and subscribe